Hello, everyone. My name is Dr. S Meeran. I am the module coordinator for TPS3704. I have already taken you through tutorial letter 103. Now I'm going to take you through tutorial letter 104, concentrating mainly on teaching from practice activities. Please make sure that you follow the requirements carefully. You can choose either tutorial letter 103 or 104. You don't need to do both. Okay, so I will take you through the requirements as follows. For your requirements for TPS 3704, just like TPS 370, just like the tutorial letter 103, for the 104, you will choose your one FET subject specialization at your third year level. Okay, but for tutorial letter 104, you need to do 4 weeks of teaching practice, not 5 weeks like in tutorial letter 103, just 4 weeks of teaching practice. And then you will do 1 week of teaching from practice activities, which you will find on page 73, number 24. This you can do at home. So it will take place of that 1 week that you would have been in school for. Again, you would require one mentor teacher in your subject specialization. So if it's English, you would require one mentor teacher, an experienced teacher, of course, that you can learn from in English, right? You would need 4 lesson plans in the one FET subject specialization that you are actually teaching, okay? You need 10 observations in that subject specialization. So if it's English, it will be 10 observations in English in the FET phase in grade 10 to 12, please. So you can choose all grades, from grade 10 to 12, or you can choose either grade 10 or grade 11 or grade 12. It's up to you, okay? Make sure you submit the declaration form. Without the declaration form, we will not mark your portfolio, right? We want a valid school stamp, and we will be checking that very carefully and verifying. You submit from page 7. How you submit is you go to My UNISA, then you click on My Modules 2022, click on TPS 3704, go to assignment 50. At the bottom of assignment 50, you'll even have Word documents of tutorial letter 104. You can type in there if you like, but at the bottom of assignment 50, you will see the submission area. And here you can drag your PDF file here, or you can use a little file or icon. It's like a little page. Click on it, browse, and select your tutorial 104, and then click the submit button. Remember, all portfolios are due by the 30th of September. We will not take anything after this date. Right, the year mark is 20%. It comprises of assignment 1, okay, and assignment 2. Assignment 1 is your MCQ, which consists of 4%, and assignment 2 is 16%, which makes up the 20% of the formative year mark. The portfolio, which is tutorial letter 104, consists of 80% of the year mark, and totally that becomes 100%. Okay, again, like I told you, the declaration form is very important. I want to see your name and signature, your mentor teacher's names and signature, the principal's name and signature, and a valid school stamp. Okay. Right, so now I will stop sharing and share the portfolio with you. Okay. Let me find, okay, I can start. All right, so here's a portfolio, and you will find the 4 lesson plans and so on. I'm not taking you through everything. I'm going to take you straight to page 73, where you will find the teaching from practice activities, which I will explain to you, right? So page 73, number 24. Okay. Right, let's get there. There we go. Oh, sorry, it's page 74, number 24. Okay, so this teaching from practice activity is what you will do at home. Okay, and so the first thing you will do is you'll watch this YouTube video, and it's based on learning-centered education, learner-centered or learner-centered or student-centered education, all right, where the student takes responsibility for their own learning. Okay, now you got to watch this video. Of course, I've got this on a PDF, but in the Word document, you'll be able to open it. On the PDF, you just copy this link and you put it onto your internet browser and open up this video and watch it, okay? So A, in the video, student-centered learning is defined as an instructional approach that places focus on students' interactions with the teacher. So the learner or the student becomes the main person in the learning, all right? So describe how you would define student-centered learning by providing practical examples. Be as holistic as possible. Write a paragraph of about 10 lines. So tell me, what do you think learner-centered or student-centered teaching is? Define it, give some examples of how it can be used. You can check on the net, but write in your own words and give me a paragraph of about 10 lines. If you're taking anything off the net, please make sure that you reference carefully, okay? But I prefer you telling me in your own words what it is, all right? B, one of the benefits of student or learner-centered approach is that it encourages critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Now, what is critical thinking and what is problem-solving skills? Where now learners learn to think for themselves. How do I solve this? What can I do? How can I find a solution? So you can see this is a higher level of thinking, all right? So using your FET subject specialization. So if it's English, I want you now to just develop a task or an activity that incorporates critical thinking and problem-solving skills. Your task should include the subject, grade, topic, teaching strategy, and the activity. So what subject is it? Is your teaching specialization geography, for example? What grade are you teaching it? What topic is it that you could use? Remember, you are not actually teaching this, but you planning it, okay? What teaching strategy would you use for this learner-centered education? And what activity will you have to incorporate this learner-centered education, okay? And make sure that you, if it's English, how would you encourage learners to think and to work together? What are you going to use? Is it an investigation, a project, a group activity? I think I'm giving you too much there, but think very carefully when you're doing this. And I've given you some place in which you can put in your answer, okay? C, cooperative learning is a collaborative teaching strategy. What is collaborative? When learners work together, okay? And that was discussed in the video. Use a lesson plan template below to develop a lesson using cooperative learning as a strategy in your FET subject specialization. Develop learning materials such as worksheets, charts, homework activities, remedial and enrichment activities, which you will attach to the lesson plan. Again, you're not going to teach this lesson, but this is a planned lesson that we will assess, okay? So how would you bring in a collaborative teaching strategy in your FET subject? So if it's English, what will you do? How would you plan something? What will you do where you will allow learners to work together? Give us some worksheets, some charts. What have you planned? Is there perhaps a debate that they'll be working together in? How would you work together with them? What is your planning? What topics will you give them? What worksheets will you give them? How will you cater for homework that they can work together? And remedial and enrichment activity in the group, for example. How would you see that all learners are catered for? Okay. And the lesson plan is the same as what you will do for the actual teaching. Okay. But I want to see how you plan it. And you have to bring in all your LTSM material, everything. Okay. So let's go to D. Formative assessments are self-assessment and peer assessment activities. Now, self-assessment is where the learner assesses himself or herself, right? So you give them an activity and you give them a rubric and tell them, okay, did I make this? Well, was I able to achieve this? What are my suggestions for me to improve better, and so on. So you make a self-assessment rubric, and for a peer assessment where peers assess each other. So for example, one person is delivering a speech, then there's peers will tell them, okay, you need to do this, or there is a specified rubric that you need to make, okay? And where peers assess the one person that's out there in the front. Self-assessment is when they assess each other, peer assessment when they assess other learners, right? So formative assessment is found to provide responsibility for students or learners' own learning. Develop a peer assessment task in your FET subject specialization. Your assessment should include the subject, topic, aims, and objectives of the assessment and the assessment task. What are you aiming for? What do you want the learners to achieve? What are your objects? What can they learn from this? Okay, and then you provide us with the assessment task and evidence of it. Okay, then you will find that number 24 is included here, and altogether it's 115 marks. Okay, and so that is a big chunk as well. So make sure you do it well. And again, the portfolio, just like tutorial letter 103, is also 1,000 marks. And again, we have a student evaluation form. Please give us your feedback on how you think we can improve. That is all for this session. And I hope you've learned a lot. If any other inquiries or queries, you feel free to call me on 012-429-6039 or email me on miraz@unisa.ac.za. Everything is on your Moodle site, so please feel free to contact me. Thank you very much.